slide that you were sharing, Prabhuji, you mentioned in the summary on that particular slide, um, there was a point which mentioned that the human birth is so very rare, and the very opportunity to have the ability to chant the Lord's name is in itself it's a great blessing. Um, that reminded me of a story that I read in a book that my aunt had given me when I was quite young, when I was in sometime during my school going days.
Okay.
I think it's quite famous. I think a lot of people would might have definitely heard the story. So it's where Devarshi Narada asks Krishna about the power of his name. So Krishna says, I cannot maybe explain it, but I can show you how it works. So then Krishna tells Narada, okay, I want you to go and chant Narayana go close to, do you see that worm there sitting on that leaf? Um, I want you to go and go close to that worm and chant just chant the name Narayana. So Devashi Narada does that, and to his surprise, the worm dies. So Narada starts getting scared, and then he goes and tells Krishna, "This is what happened." Krishna is, as always, Krishna is very cool. Like, okay, is that so? Okay, why don't you go to that butterfly? Do the same thing. Now the butterfly is sitting on a flower. Narada repeats, says Narayana again, and the butterfly dies. Now Narada is really very worried. And then he goes back to Krishna and says that Krishna says, okay, now why don't you repeat this? Go to that deer and repeat my name again in the ears of that deer. So Krishna Narada does that, and the deer also dies. Really very worried, and he goes to Krishna and tells him, what your name, why is it killing the animals and the living beings? The deer also died now. So Krishna says, oh, is it so? And why don't you go and repeat the name in the ears of that newborn calf? So Narada does that. What is this? You want me to kill that calf also? No, just do as I say. So Narada repeats the mantra in the ear of the calf, and the calf also dies. And now Narada is extremely like he's very very disturbed. He says, already the everyone calls me a mischief maker, and this is what you're making me do now. So he goes to Krishna and says, Krishna says, okay, now in the city of Kashi, a son has just been born to the king. The king has been blessed with a son. I want you to go to Kashi and repeat this mantra in the ears of that newborn child. So Narada is trembling, but somehow he goes there because Krishna has told him to do that, and there's no way he can disobey Krishna. So he goes there and repeats the name Narayana in the ears of the child. It's a newborn baby. And imagine his surprise when the child starts talking. So the child says, oh, great Narada, you, in all my previous births, you saved me from that birth by uttering the name Narayana in my ears. It is because of that blessing that I have now been born as a human. Have you still not realized the power of the Lord's name? So it is only then that Narada realizes that the soul had to go through all those different births in order to be born as a human. So yeah, that this I was reminded of this story, so I thought I would do my best to share it with all the devotees here.
That's really nice pastime. Thank you very much for sharing. And keep sharing. Huh? Keep sharing.
Prabhuji, to whatever I can. I'll
It's very good. Very good. This sharing is what actually helps us, and especially pastimes like that endear us to the Lord, and endear us to the devotees. So thank you so much. And many times we go on the streets and we chant the Mahamantra, and aloud. And this is one of the reasons that we want to try to spread, to this, not just the humans, but everything around us can benefit by the chanting of the holy names. So powerful.
Absolutely.
Thank you very, very much, Shruti, for sharing that. Really, really nice. Hare Krishna, you add such value.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sonia.
Nice, Yogini.
Oh, Yogini. Hare Krishna, Yogini. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sutiji. It's really nice the story to understand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, everyone.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Thank you, Karthik.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, Shruti.
Bye.
Hare Krishna.